Returns are one of the most expensive problems in e-commerce, but most brands still have no clear idea why customers are sending products back. The data lives across support tickets, spreadsheets, Shopify exports, and customer feedback, but turning all of that into useful decisions usually takes hours of manual work. Then, EnterPro launched Agent Builder, a new way to build AI agents using nothing but natural language. So I wanted to put it to a real-world test. I literally searched Enter Pro Agent Builder on Google, opened the platform, clicked into agents, and started building. Instead of creating another generic AI app or dashboard, I vibe coded an AI product return analyzer agent, an intelligent assistant that reads messy return data, reasons across multiple sources, identifies the real causes behind product returns, and recommends what an e-commerce brand should fix first. The goal wasn't just to build something that looked impressive. I wanted to find out whether one person could actually build, deploy, and manage a production-ready AI agent without writing traditional code. There's a big idea gaining momentum in tech right now, the one-person company. But I think the conversation is changing. It's no longer just about AI writing code faster. It's about whether one person can build, run, and deploy an actual AI agent that can perform real work, not another chatbot template. A real agent with memory, tool use, search capabilities, and multi-step reasoning. That's exactly what EnterPro's new Agent Builder promises. Instead of dragging blocks around or manually wiring prompts together, you simply describe what you want in natural language, iterate through conversation, and let the platform handle the agent architecture behind the scenes. Even more interesting, once your agent is finished, you don't have to rebuild it for different scenarios. Even more interesting, once your agent is finished, you don't have to rebuild it for different scenarios. The exact same agent can be deployed as a standalone web page, embedded directly into your website, integrated into your own product through an SDK, or used internally as an IM bot for your team. That sounded much closer to building a real software product than simply generating another landing page. So instead of making a flashy demo, I wanted to test Agent Builder with an actual business problem. Could it help me create something an e-commerce business would genuinely use? If you run an e-commerce business, returns aren't just a customer service issue. They affect profit margins, inventory planning, operations, product development, and even future marketing decisions. The frustrating part is that all the information already exists. Customers explain why they return products. Support tickets contain valuable context. Reviews reveal recurring complaints. Return reports show patterns. But all of this information is scattered across different systems, making it incredibly difficult to understand what's actually happening. Most analytics tools stop at showing charts. They'll tell you that product A has a 17% return rate, but they won't explain why. Is it because sizing runs too small, poor packaging, misleading product photos, manufacturing quality, or changing customer expectations? That's where I thought an AI agent could be much more useful than another dashboard. Instead of simply displaying return statistics, I wanted an agent that could actually reason through the data. Something that could read messy return records, connect recurring themes, identify root causes, and then tell the business, this product has a sizing problem. Packaging complaints have increased over the last month. Returns from this category are costing you the most revenue. Here are the 3 highest impact actions you should take first. In other words, not just another reporting tool. A real AI product return analyzer agent that behaves more like an intelligent operations advisor than a static analytics dashboard. And that became the project I wanted to build using EnterPro's new Agent Builder. The reason I chose EnterPro for this project is because they had just launched Agent Builder, and this felt like exactly the kind of business problem it was designed to solve. Most AI builders can help you generate a quick interface or prototype. But building a production-ready AI agent is a completely different challenge. You need an agent that can understand context, reason through information, use tools when necessary, and continue evolving as your product grows. That's where Agent Builder immediately stood out to me. Instead of treating AI like another feature inside an app, it treats the agent itself as the product. Everything starts with natural language. I simply describe what I want the agent to do, refine it through conversation, and iterate exactly the same way I'd edit a document. No complicated prompt engineering, no manually wiring workflows together, no spending hours configuring back-end logic before I can even test an idea. Another thing I really like is that Agent Builder isn't limited to a single deployment format. Once the agent is ready, I can publish it as a standalone web page for customers, embed it inside an existing website, integrate it into another product with the SDK, or deploy it internally as an IM bot for my operations team. It's one agent with multiple deployment surfaces. And because Enter-Pro includes production-grade lifecycle management, I don't have to worry about every iteration becoming permanent. Every update is tracked through version history and change logs, and if I experiment with a prompt that makes the agent perform worse, I can simply roll back to a previous version. That's the kind of functionality you normally don't think about during a demo, but it's exactly what matters once real users start relying on your product. To me, that's what separates building something that merely looks impressive from building something that can actually be maintained over time. One thing that immediately changed my workflow was how I approached planning. Normally, when building software, I'd start by thinking about pages, homepage, dashboard, analytics, settings, reports. But with Agent Builder, I realized that wasn't really the right question anymore. Instead of asking, what pages should this product have? I started asking, what should this agent actually be capable of doing? So I opened Agent Builder and wrote a simple description in plain English. You are an AI product return analyst for e-commerce brands. Your job is to analyze return data, identify recurring patterns, explain the root causes behind product returns, estimate business impact, and recommend practical actions that reduce future returns. That was my starting point. From there, I kept refining it through conversation. I asked the agent to compare products across categories. I asked it to prioritize issues based on estimated revenue impact instead of raw return volume. Then I asked it to generate recommendations that an operations manager could actually implement. Every iteration felt less like programming and more like collaborating with another teammate. If something wasn't quite right, I didn't rewrite code. I simply added another instruction. Be more specific. Compare historical trends. Prioritize financial impact. Summarize this for an executive audience. That's the kind of workflow people mean when they talk about vibe coding. You're shaping behavior through conversation instead of manually building logic step by step. Behind the scenes, Agent Builder takes care of the difficult parts, the prompt architecture, tool orchestration, reasoning flow, and agent configuration, so I can stay focused on solving the business problem instead of worrying about technical implementation. That shift alone makes the building process feel dramatically different. Once I was happy with the agent's responsibilities, it was time to actually build it. Inside the Agent Builder interface, everything happens through natural language. You can literally watch the agent evolve as you continue refining your instructions. The first version was intentionally simple. It could summarize uploaded return data and highlight the most common return reasons. That was useful, but it still felt more like a reporting tool than an intelligent assistant. So I pushed it further. I asked it to rank products by estimated revenue impact. Then I asked it to identify patterns across multiple datasets instead of looking at each product individually. Finally, I asked it to recommend concrete business actions instead of simply presenting information. That's when the project started feeling completely different. Instead of saying, product A has a high return rate, the agent could now explain something like, this product has experienced a sharp increase in size-related returns over the last 6 weeks. Most complaints come from first-time customers purchasing medium. Updating the sizing guide and adding customer photos would likely reduce future returns. That's no longer just displaying information. That's reasoning, and that's exactly the distinction I wanted to test. Another thing I appreciated was that I wasn't manually connecting APIs or configuring complicated workflows every time I wanted to improve the agent. I simply described the behavior I wanted, tested the result, adjusted my prompt, and repeated the process. Each iteration made the agent noticeably smarter. The experience felt surprisingly similar to editing a living document. Write, test, refine, repeat. Within a relatively short amount of time, I had an AI product return analyzer agent that could understand messy business data, identify patterns across thousands of return records, explain why those patterns existed, and recommend practical next steps. That felt much closer to building an intelligent business assistant than building another dashboard. One thing I was very conscious of throughout this project was making sure it didn't end up as another AI demo that looks impressive for 30 seconds and then falls apart the moment someone actually tries to use it. For me, a real product isn't defined by how polished the interface looks. It's defined by whether you can confidently ship it, improve it over time, and deploy it wherever your users already work. That's another reason Agent Builder stood out. As I continued refining the product return analyzer agent, every change was tracked through version history. Each iteration created a clear changelog, so I could experiment without worrying about breaking everything I'd already built. If I tested a new prompt that made the recommendations less accurate or changed the agent's reasoning in a way I didn't like, I could simply roll back to a previous version with a single click. That sounds like a small feature, but it's incredibly important once people actually start depending on your product. Because building an AI agent isn't a one-time task. You'll constantly improve instructions, adjust behaviors, add new capabilities, and respond to user feedback. Having proper version control means you can keep moving forward without introducing unnecessary risk. The other thing that made this feel like a real product was deployment. The exact same product return analyzer agent isn't locked into one interface. I could publish it as a standalone web page for prospective customers who want to upload their return reports and receive an instant analysis. If I were working with a Shopify merchant, I could embed the same agent directly into their existing admin workflow so they never have to leave the tools they already use. If I were building my own SaaS platform, I could integrate it through the SDK without rebuilding the entire experience from scratch. Or if an operations team wanted quick answers during the day, the same agent could run as an IM bot inside their existing communication platform. One build, multiple deployment surfaces. That's a completely different way of thinking about software compared to building separate tools for every use case. To me, that's what makes this feel like a product instead of a prototype. This is where I think the idea of the one-person company becomes much more realistic. People often say AI helps you build faster. I think that's only part of the story. The bigger shift is that one person can now build the logic once and deliver it in multiple ways without multiplying the amount of work. In this project, I only built one agent, but that same agent could serve completely different audiences. A public standalone version could work as a lead generation tool for e-commerce brands. An embedded version could become a premium feature inside a Shopify app. An SDK integration could power another SaaS platform. Meanwhile, my own operations team could interact with exactly the same agent through an IM bot. The intelligence stays the same, only the surface changes. That's an enormous advantage for solo founders. Instead of maintaining 4 different products, you're maintaining one agent that can be deployed wherever your users already are. That dramatically lowers development time, maintenance costs, and ongoing complexity. When people talk about one-person companies competing with larger teams, I think this is what they really mean. Not that one person suddenly does the work of 20 people, but that AI removes so much repetitive implementation work that a single founder can spend far more time solving customer problems instead of rebuilding the same product over and over again. For me, that's a much more interesting future than simply asking AI to generate another landing page. My favorite part of Agent Builder actually comes after the agent is finished. Building the product return analyzer only took me so far. What really interested me was thinking about how it could continue evolving once people started using it. As users interact with the agent, I can continue refining its reasoning, improving recommendations, expanding its capabilities, and shipping updates without starting over. Because Agent Builder includes lifecycle management, every improvement becomes part of a structured development process. I can review previous versions, track exactly what changed, see how new prompts affect the agent's behavior, and if an update introduces problems, rolling back takes seconds instead of rebuilding everything from scratch. That's a huge difference between building a fun weekend project and running an actual software business. The deployment flexibility is another feature I keep coming back to. Instead of asking, which version should I build? I can simply ask, where do my users need this agent? Public website, embedded product experience, SDK integration, internal IM bot? The answer doesn't require rebuilding anything. It's still the same agent. That's probably my biggest takeaway from this entire experiment. Agent Builder isn't just helping you create software faster, it's changing how software is packaged, maintained, and delivered after it's built. Overall, I think this was a much better test of Enterpro than building another generic landing page or simple AI demo. The Product Return Analyzer agent solves a real business problem. It has a clear audience. It performs meaningful reasoning instead of simply displaying information. And perhaps most importantly, it demonstrates how an AI agent can become an actual product instead of just another prototype. What impressed me most wasn't simply that I could build it through natural language, it was how quickly I could iterate, improve the agent through conversation, manage new versions safely, and deploy the exact same product across completely different environments. That's a very different workflow from traditional software development. Do I think AI replaces product strategy, customer research, or good business thinking? Of course not. You still need to understand the problem you're solving, you still need to validate ideas with real users, and you still need to build something people genuinely want. But I do think Agent Builder changes how quickly one person can move from an idea to a production-ready AI product. And that's what made this experiment so interesting. It's not just about building software faster, it's about building software differently. If you'd like to try Enterpro Agent Builder yourself, check out the link in my bio or the pinned comment below. If you sign up through my link, you'll receive 300 free credits to start building your own AI agent, whether that's a workflow assistant, a SaaS product, an embedded business tool, or something completely different. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.